Hi everyone, welcome to Grade Up. We are starting lecture series on computer networks. Actually, everyone is good in algorithm and mathematics, and computer network is a system course. So sometimes what students do that they neglect the system courses and they don't do it properly. But that is where the rank makes the difference, because we need to cover everything, and these system subject will also have lots of weightage. So try to do these subjects also and don't leave anything, because everybody is good in algorithm and mathematics. What make the difference are the system subject. Give the proper time to understand them and do it properly. Okay, in this video I will be talking about what are the topic we will be learning in computer networks. So let's see what are the topics. Before that, we'll see weightage of computer networks. Why it is so important to learn the computer network. See, in GATE 2018, it comes off with 7 marks. In 2017, in set 1, 10 marks. In set paper 2, 10 marks. So 10 marks is very huge marks. 1 marks make a lot of difference, and these are the 10 marks. And in 2016, 9 marks in paper 1 and 7 marks in paper 2. In 2015, in paper 1, 6 marks, paper 2, 8 marks, 8 marks, paper 1, 8 marks, paper 2, 7 marks in 2014, and 9 marks in paper 3. So actually, if you see these number, computer network always come of 8 to 9 marks. So average marks, you can say that they are 8 to 9 marks, and these are huge marks. Okay, so you need to do it computer network very properly, and good questions come from computer network. So try to do it very properly. Okay, and the best book for computer network is Frozen. Okay, this book is really good, and its language is also very simple. So once you read it, you will be enjoying this book. Okay, and but this book is very huge. So don't read the complete book, because reading the complete book will take a lots of time, and in final year we don't have lots of time. So just read the selected topics that are important. Okay, in this, and how to do a selective reading you will understand when you try to read it. When you try to read it for the first time, you will read some pages, and after reading lots of reading, you will understand how to do a selective reading. Okay, selective reading is very important, and reading from this book is very necessary, because these system subject are completely built on concept. If you know the concept, you can solve the problem, and for the concept must always refer the standard book, because they not only give you the concept, but they will try to explain everything in such a way that you can always forget if some formula, you can drive it. So that's why read this book, and it's simple book. Okay, so what is computer network? What is computer network? Actually, when two processes want to communicate between each other, if they want to communicate between each other, if they are in the same system, this is P1 and this is P2, if they are in the same system, same host, or you can say same computer, then they can communicate by using operating system, and it is known as inter-process communication by operating system. It is known as inter-process communication by operating system. They can communicate very easily, and operating system provide everything so that they can communicate. But the problem is, when this is my P1 in a computer 1 and this is my P2 somewhere very far in computer P2. Suppose this is in India and this is in USA. Now these two processes want to communicate between each other. Now we need something so that this communication can be possible. So we need hardware and software. We need hardware and software so that communication can be possible, and this is known as computer network. This is known as computer network. Okay, so we need hardware and software so that these communication between the two processes that are in the different host can be made possible. See this. So here this is the process 1, this is the process 2, and we need hardware and software so that they can communicate. Without anything, how they can communicate? In the same host, operating system provide everything that they need required to communicate between each other. But here we need hardware and software, and these hardware and software known as computer network. Okay, computer network. But these hardware and software need to provide some necessary functionality. So these are the some functionality I have written. They must provide these functionality. So first is error control. When you send some data from this process 1 to process 2, it should not be that your data is incomplete or something is missing, or someone just able to read your data, so that's come under the security. So these kind of should not be happen. So error control means that. Flow control. Flow control means that suppose you are sending a data to a process P2, you should always send that much data that P2 can handle. If you are sending lots of data, suppose you are sending 1 GB and P2 can only process at a time 200 MB. So the rest of the data will be P2 neglected. Simply it does not have any space to store it. So in flow control, we will listen what the receiver is saying. Accordingly, we send the data. So that is the meaning of flow control. And access control. In access control, what happens? Suppose you are in, as we have seen LAN in our colleges or everywhere. What is happen? We all are connected to a simple network. But in access control, what is happening? That lots of computers are connected to this, and the data outside can be go through this. Now what is happening? The access control will, if suppose this one 1 and 2 3 4. Now 1 want to send the data, so 1 should send the data, then all others should not send the data. If 2 want to send the data, then all others should not send data. It is not possible that all of this can send the data through this link. That's what access control. Access means you are taking the access of the link, and flow control, you are controlling the flow whatever you are sending, because it depends upon the receiver how much it can handle. Also we need to encrypt and decrypt data so that others cannot interfere in this. And routing actually help your packet to reach to that person fastly and efficiently. So that is why we need to do routings. And addressing you will be learning about IPv4 address and IPv6 address, so they are also helpful. So there are lots of functionality. I have just written the few functionality, but there are many functionality that we need to provide. So these hardware and software are trying to provide these functionality. So now we will be seeing topics. What are the topics? So we will be learning computer network according to layers. Okay, because it is slightly structured way of learning things. So we will be learning according to layers. In layer first we will see the physical layer. What it will do, actually it maintain all the physical links, all these kind of things handled by the physical layer. Data link layer we will be seeing, and data link layer we have flow control methods. So some of the flow control method used at data link layer, and some like selective repeat is used at transport layer also. So we will be learning these also. Error control method we will be learning how to make sure that whatever you are sending and whatever receiver is getting is same. Access control method we will be seeing how to get the access. And in network layer we will be discussing about IP address, because IP address is important. That is how we identify the network, we identify the host to which we need to send the packet. And we will be seeing the two variant of classification IP addressing, classful addressing and classless addressing. So we will be seeing what these are. Right now they are not making much sense. We will be learning about supernetting and subnetting, IPv4 and IP6 header, and fragmentation. So sometime what happen, this is your computer and this is the router, and this is another way, so you send a packet of some about like this 500 MB. Now what is happening, that your network can handle that much, but other network is not able to handle this much data at once. So what they will do, it is actually huge, you can say 500 KB. Now it is actually very huge. So what they will do, they fragment the data. They will break your data into small, suppose 100 KB, and then send it. So this is what the fragmentation, we will be learning about it. We will be seeing the routing algorithm. Routing algorithm means how efficiently to which link we should send the packet so that it will reach fast, and many other things, securities, all these come in routings. And we will be learning some protocols, ARP. So these are address resolution protocol, RARP, BOOTP, and DNCP. So these protocol we will be learning, but these protocol, not all of them comes under the network layer. Some student has misconception that DHCP is in network layer. It is a it is actually application layer protocol. BOOTP is also application layer protocol. So ICMP is network layer, we will be seeing, but we will be seeing many protocols. In transport layer, we will be first we see what are the functionality transport layer provide. Then we will be seeing TCP header and the congestion control. So congestion control means that suppose this is your computer and this is the very far computer, and this is the network using which you are sending the data. Okay, sometimes lots of packet come to that network and there is lots of data, and whenever a router comes a packet such that it does not have store, it discard that packet. So in congestion control, we will learning that how to control that much amount of data, and how we can do it by we send the less data. When we know that network is very high, has very high traffic, then we should send less amount of data. When network has very less amount of traffic, then we should send more amount of data. So that is why. And we will be learning about application layer protocol. We all see this protocol at application layer, and we will be learning about security. So RSA algorithm and Delphi-Hellman algorithm. So these topics comes in GATE again and again, and we will be seeing these also. So we see what are the things we are going to learn. So let's start. Okay, we will be starting computer network. Wait and watch them patiently. Thank you.